Hey folks, welcome to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Gonna show you a version of Old Joe Clarke in the round peak Appalachian fiddle style. I'm gonna play the whole thing and then I'm gonna break it down for you part by part, step by step. You ready? Here we go. Okay, so you've heard the tune, now let's learn how to play it. When I teach it to you now, I'm going to show it to you without double stops. And then maybe at the end of the video, if we have time, or in a follow-up, I think in a follow-up video, I'll show the double stops and some kind of little exercises for getting that, along with some ways to practice the kind of tricky bowings. So now what I'm going to do is slowly play the first quarter of the tune, and I'm going to count in 3 and then come in on beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going to start down bow on open E. 2, 3, 4. Up, down, down on E low 2. So far we have. And then 1 open A3 2. Here's the whole part. 1 open 3 2. All right, let me do it again a little faster. And now a little slower. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's move on to the second quarter. 4. All right, so very similar to the first quarter. It starts the same. And then we're going to do this. 1 open E, E. So the notes, there's a very small pool of notes here. What's really tricky is the rhythm and getting the bowing and the rhythm correctly. So we're going to start 2, 3, down, up, down, down, up. All right. Now I'm just going to loop on this little piece a bit. 2, 3, 4. So you could do that same looping on the first quarter as well. In fact, if you just do that in a day, if you master the first quarter, it will be really worth your while because you get a lot of the essential rhythm. I'm going to give a somewhat new thing I'm teaching at the end, a way to practice these rhythms that I think may be helpful, but it's also a little challenging in its own. So, all right, now let's do the third quarter. Starting on beat 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll say the note names first. E, low 2, 3, 3, low 2, open 1, open 3 on A2. All right. And now I'll say the bowings as I play it. 2, 3, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, so that's the third quarter. Let's do the fourth quarter. So now we'll do the fourth quarter of the A part, and It also starts on beat 4, and this will be recycled as the fourth chord of the B part. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So that's starting 2, second on A. 1 open 2, 1 open D3 A. All right, and the bowing will be down, up, down, up, A. I meant down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. So now you have the entire A part. I'm just going to play that for you very slowly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I like to just say at this point, maybe pause and really practice this, really get it before moving on. Because if you do, it sort of unlocks the rest of the tune. But anyway, moving on, let's do the first quarter of the B part. Also starting beat 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it starts D, 1, 3, A, E, 1, open, A3, 2. And now I'll just talk through the bowing. Starting down bow, 2, 3, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's pretty challenging for some of the notes to say it and play it. So I'm learning too right here with you. Okay. By the way, there's sheet music for all of this, and for bowings, that is slur patterns and double stops. The sheet music makes things a lot easier. If you don't know how to read it, I do teach that on my course. Quick plug for my course. I do teach note reading, and it's not essential. I think you can play it by ear. You can learn by ear and by using tabs, but being able to read sheet music is a little bit more direct. So anyway, enough of that. So that's the first quarter of the B part. Let's do the first quarter of the second quarter of the B part. Starting beat 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll just talk through the notes. A2 starting. 1 open 2, 1 open D3, D1. Talking through the bowing. Down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. Again, a reminder, key reminder, all these quarters, would be so good if you looped on them. So I'll do this one faster. Okay, cool. All right, so you've done the first 2 quarters of the B part. The third quarter is the same as the first. And then the fourth quarter is the same as the fourth quarter of the A part. So now I'm going to slowly play the entire B part. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so if you liked this video and found it useful, just hit the like button and the subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to keep making videos if you do that. So thumbs up for that. And also, if you like the way I teach, check out my course. There's a link in the description below. You can view more content for this lesson for free on the FiddleHed site if you do that. And I also offer a free 2-week trial. So why not? Give it a try. And one thing about the way I teach that's related to this lesson is that I have core tunes that I return to, and this is one of them. So Old Joe Clarke, I teach a very simple version at first. And then later, students learn a variation. And then learn other things with it, and then you get to this point where you're doing the round peak variation with these tricky rhythms, and it all builds. So it's just a key part of the course is that we take certain tunes and it's not just hundreds and hundreds of tunes, it's a carefully thought out, mapped out progression for you to learn on. So that's it. Let me know if it was helpful. And also there will be a follow-up lesson on the site which goes a little bit into how to play the double stops. And also I'm going to go into a technique for practicing rhythms on that extra video. So stay tuned for that. Go to FiddleHed.com for a progressive step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more. Thanks for watching the video. Excellent! And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.